Welcome student. Today we are going to discuss about the structure of gynosium. Before that, you might have been detailed studied structure of androcium in previous lecture. In structure of androcium, we have studied the structure of stamen, then TS of anther, structure of pollen grain, and then development of male gametophyte. After that, a new title which is studied now today, that is structure of gynosium. Gynosium is a female reproductive whorl, which is also called as stele. The individual member of gynosium is called as carpel. If a flower with many free carpels called as apocarpus, Apocarpus gynosium, a flower with many free carpels, such gynosium is called Apocarpus gynosium. Example, Michelia. While a flower with many fused carpel, called as Syncarpus gynosium. Syncarpus gynosium. Example, brinjal. Thus, each carpel is mainly divided into three parts like as stigma, style, and ovary. Ovary encloses ovule. The number of ovule inside the ovary may be 1 to many. Thus, a ovary which contain a single ovule called as uniovulate ovary. When ovary encloses a single ovule called as uniovulate ovary. This uniovulate ovary occurs in crops like paddy, wheat, and mango. When ovary encloses many ovules, called as multi-ovulate ovary, and that multi-ovulate ovary occurs in plants like tomato, as well as ladies' fingers. Thus, gynosium is female reproductive ovule, which is called as carpel, and is mainly divided into three parts like stigma, style, and ovary. This ovary encloses a structure called as ovule. Now, we will going to discuss about next title, that is structure of anatropous ovule. That ovule is also called as megasporangium. Ovule is called as megasporangium. While this carpel is called as megasporophyll. The structure which is looking like as phyll, that means nudes, and hence called as megasporophyll. Ludes like structure containing female gamete or female reproductive structure, and hence called as megasporophyll. Structure of Anatropous ovule is a characteristic feature of angiospermic plant. Anatropous ovule means the ovule in which micropyle, the ovule or megasporangium, in which micropyle is directed downward and lie and present very close. Micropyle present very close to the funicle, called as Anatropous ovule. Listen again. The ovule in which micropyle is directed downward and lie very close to funicle is called as Anatropous ovule. Mostly angiospermic plant shows Anatropous ovule. Structurally, Anatropous ovule mainly divided into two parts, that is funicle, and another part is called as body. Firstly, we discuss funicle. Here is a label, funicle. The stalk of ovule. The stalk of ovule is called as funicle. Thus, a ovule with funicle is called as funiculate ovule, while the ovule which is without funicle is called as sessile ovule. There is two terms, that is presence or absence of that funicle, or also called stalk. If presence funicle, called as funiculate. If absent funicle, called as sessile ovule. This funicle is attached to the ovary wall, by a placenta. Funicle of ovule attached to wall of ovary through a placenta, like this. This funicle also attached to body of ovule, with the help of hilum. That means this funicle anteriorly attached to body with the help of hilum, while posteriorly that funicle is attached to ovary wall by placenta. chalaza is the basal part of ovule through which integuments are developed. Now we'll discuss about the next part of ovule, that is body. Another part of ovule, that is a body. Body is oval in shape. In diagram, this is a body, and the shape of body is looking like as a oval, and hence the first sentence in the description of body is body of ovule is oval in shape and is present at the tip of funicle. This body is further mainly divided into three parts. Body is divided into main three parts, that is integuments. First part of body is integuments. Then another part, nucellus, and third part, embryo sac. Body is mainly divided into three parts, like as integument, then nucellus, and embryo sac. We'll first discuss integument. Integument surround the ovule, or the structure which surround the ovule is called as integument. Integument made up of two layers, that is, this is outer layer and another is inner layer. Outer layer called as outer integument, while inner layer of that integument is called as inner integument. As there are presence of two integuments, moreover, the ovule in which there is presence of two integuments, that is outer integument and inner integument, such type of ovule is called as bitegmic ovule. Integument, two integuments surround the ovule, leaving a small pore present towards the apex of ovule called as micropyle. Integuments surround the ovule, leaving a small opening which is present towards the apex region called as micropyle. This is about the explanation of integument. Then we are going to discuss about the next part of body, that is nucellus. This is a nucellus. This part is nucellus. Nucellus is a central mass central mass of ovule, which is made up of many diploid parenchymatous cells, which is made up of many diploid parenchymatous cells. The region of nucellus which is present towards the micropyle is called as micropylar end, while the part of nucellus which is present towards the chalaza called as chalazal end. Then third part of the body, that is embryo sac. This is embryo sac. This region is called as embryo sac. Embryo sac is also called as female gametophyte. Also called as female gametophyte. It is oval in shape and multicellular structure. Embryo sac is called as female gametophyte, which is oval in shape and multicellular in structure. It is further divided into main three parts, which is further divided into main three parts, that is egg apparatus, that is egg apparatus, egg apparatus, egg apparatus, first part. Then secondary nucleus, secondary nucleus and antipodals. Embryo sac or a female gametophyte mainly divided into three parts, like as egg apparatus, secondary nucleus and antipodals. Egg apparatus is present, egg apparatus is present towards the micropylar end of ovule. This is egg apparatus. This structure is called as egg apparatus. It is present towards the micropylar end. Egg apparatus is made up of a group of three haploid cells, in which central cell is larger, called as egg cell, or also called as female gamete, egg cell or female gamete. Two lateral as well as smaller cells are called as synergids. Thus, egg apparatus and synergids come together to form a egg apparatus, which is present towards the micropylar end. Then secondary nucleus. This is secondary nucleus. It is present at the center of embryo sac or female gametophyte. It is diploid in nature. Secondary nucleus is formed by the fusion of two haploid cells, which is present at the center of embryo sac. Then third part of ovule, called as antipodals. or antipodal cells. Antipodal cells also a group of 3 haploid cells which is present at the chalazal end of the ovule. Thus, this is a detailed information about the anatropous ovule. In board exam, there is a question for 3 marks, that is sketch and label anatropous ovule. This is a diagram of anatropous ovule. For this diagram, out of 3 marks, 1 mark is for appropriate diagram and 2 remaining marks for any 4 labels. Now, another question on this same article, that is sketch and label embryo sac or also called as female gametophyte. This is the actual structure of female gametophyte or embryo sac. On this, there is a question for 2 marks. Out of these 2 marks, half mark for only appropriate diagram and 1.5 mark for any 3 labels. Thus, today we will completed the structure of gynosium as well as structure of anatropous ovule. Okay, thank you.